Hello friends, welcome back in this video lecture. And in this video lecture we are going to learn about the depletion in ozone layer. We have know ozone layer is very important to us. You can say important to all living things, right? Because the ozone layer is covering to the earth from the sunlight. Okay, sunlight's having the very high intensity. They are very strong ultraviolet rays. Because of ozone layer, it's become a less intensity, and that less intensity sun rays are coming on the earth, and that's why the living things are present on the earth. And if there is a less amount of ozone, so what will be happen? The direct high intensity sunlight will be coming towards the earth surface, and the earth surrounding temperature will be increases, and it will causes the global warming, or you can say it is directly affected on the living things. So what will be happen if the depletion in ozone layer? If you will think, if there is no ozone layer, so what will happen? The earth is completely become a dead. That means the living things will be going to be die. Now ozone layer is present below the stratosphere, right? We have know in the atmosphere there is a different layers are there. So in the stratosphere the ozone layer is there at the height of 48 kilometers from the earth surface. So the distance from the earth surface up to the 48 kilometers, so there is a ozone layer present, right? It is protecting the living worlds, I told to you, okay, of the earth from the ultraviolet rays, so radiating from the sun. So this is one of the important layer for the all living bear, right? Or you can say living things. So which things are present on the earth or atmospheric condition of the earth? So that things, the depletion in ozone layer is there. So you can see here the ozone layer is getting depleted due to greenhouse effect, and you can see there will be the global warming. So this is one of the important factor to learn. And ozone is not the oxygen, but also very important to the living things, right? So like the oxygen, the ozone is also one of the important in your life, for the human beings, for the living things, right? Now next thing we are going to see, that is acid rain. Acid rain is also one of the important factor is happening into the nature. During the monsoon season there will be the acids is coming with the rain. But how it's creating acid into the atmosphere, into the gases? We have know there are number of gases are present into the atmospheric conditions, right? Into the air there will be nitrogen, there will be sulfur dioxide, there will be carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, argon, neon, helium, hydrogen. So number of gases are present into the air, right? And some pollutants are going from the earth surface, from the industries, from the number of things, right? So that pollutants are going to be the uh, atmospheric condition. That means you can say into the air, okay. And at a specific timing there will be the occurring in a chemical reactions, and there is a production of some acid. It may be HNO3, it may be H2SO4. So it they may be present into the gas form, right? And that gas forms acid is coming with the rain on the earth surface, and that we call a acid rain. So you can see the oxides of sulfurs and nitrogens are released into the atmosphere through the burning of coals timber and fuels, oils. So all these things pollutants are going into the air from the earth atmosphere, right? Now, and they are releasing from the coal, timber and other fuels, oils, right? And because of that, oxides mix with the rain water and the forms acids like sulfuric acid, nitric acid and nitrous acids, right? So all these things are acids are producing into the atmosphere, and they are coming with the rain on the earth's surface. So these acids mix with the raindrops and the snowflakes, and they come down as rain, called as acid rain, that I told to you. This is directly affected on the living things. It, you can consider on the plants, on the animals, right? On the other things also, it may be stones and number of things are present on the earth surface. So acid is causes the erosion, right? So that's why it's very harmful to the living things. So it is directly affected on the earth surfaces which are present on the things. So we have to see the effects of acid rain, right? In that, the first one is the acidity of soils and water bodies increases due to the acid rain. We have no, the water should be neutral, but because of the acid rain, the acidity will be increases. That means the pH will be decreases of that water bodies and the soil. It should be the less than 7. That means the pH of that soil will be less than 7. It may be 5, 6, or also water bodies. So it will become a acidic conditions because of acid rain. So the acid rain is directly affected on the nature of soil and water, right? The next is total ecosystems are adversely affected. So some crops are required to the neutral stage, neutral condition, but because of acid rain there will be the uh, acidity condition will be there. Okay, acidic condition is there surrounding to that crops, and that's why it is directly affected on that crop. Next is erosion of buildings, bridge, metal idols, wire fences, etc. occur due to the acid rain. So that acid is directly causes to the erosion, right? And that is directly affected on the buildings and bridges and metal idols, right? So the acid is directly reacting with all these things, and it become a finish, right? Now, next is the heavy metals like mercury, cadmiums are absorbed up by the plants and there by the enter the food chains and indirectly due to acid rain. So we have know that all these metals are very dangerous to the living things. So they are absorbed by the plants, and that plants is consumed by the uh, different animals, or in the form of food chain they will go into the living things or human beings, and it is indirectly due to the acid rain, right? And next is the due to acidification of water in the water bodies and pipes, leaching of metals and plastic materials occurs in water, and thereby the serious health problem arises to the living things, or you can say human beings or different animals. So the water should be in neutral condition. That means the pH will be the 7. Okay, so that water is good for good health.